Welcome back to Character Select. Dave in space, going to the High Prosecutor's office. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. Trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Is it?
Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
I thought that suit in the wall looked familiar.
Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is the chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! No! It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? God!
Of course it is.
She needs so much salt for that foot in her mouth. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream.
Okay.
So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it, right? You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand... Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth...
I wonder if Edgeworth will help us again.
To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you?
No, we've been living under a rock for like 2 months.
Fabricating evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, then he got arrested for murder. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Well, let's take a look at it.
Oh, we can just examine.
I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors? Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Apparently that's important. Also, I just gotta point this out.
Can we examine that suit?
My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right from Mr. That's not what I was looking at. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? I don't think so. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. So there's actually a case in Ace Attorney Investigations where you're playing as Edgeworth that flashes back to his very first case, and he's actually wearing that suit. It's pretty cool. Alright. Let's ask about Mom. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Phoenix wasn't a lawyer 2 years ago?
No, his first case was the first case of the game, where he defended Larry. That was 6 months ago. So he probably only passed the bar in early last year at this point. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of victim's blood. No prints. Edgeworth? What? You sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Alright, so let's get some more info about this King of Prosecutors trophy. So, basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
Yep.
Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Oh, okay.
Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about this guy. Feel free to be extremely high energy with this guy.
Oh, I don't have...
talking in a very loud monotone is the way I always kind of imagine him.
Loud and monotone. Energetic and monotone is not the same thing.
Yep, I know.
Excuse me, is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the G, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all.
Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that client, sir. Not in this report, sir.
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, but I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of particulars of your arrangement with us, sir.
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
But, sir, I didn't know.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Oh, Meekins. Right. Yes, sir? Oh, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Alright.
Oh.
Space you don't even know.
Is it Speak?
We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? Only ever been to the criminal affairs to next door. Hold on, what's that?
Oh, no.
Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast.
No, it's Larry. No, it's not.
Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Oh, he said that one out loud.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Too late.
Why not? Huh? Well, it's just the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yeah, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
What?
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's kind of a valid concern. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway... What?
Why would they... It's their office, like...
Well,
why aren't they letting the...
Basically, they're saying because it's the chief prosecutor, they don't want anybody that's not super high rank dealing with it. They want all of the prestigious people on it.
Yeah.
They want the case to be unimpeachable, basically.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall is assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Alright, well, let's take a look at this monstrosity.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. What, the Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece.
It's his masterpiece?
You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Terrific.
Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Apparently that's important. Let's see if we can present him with something, shall we?
Maybe the ID badge to start with? And then we can ask him about the king of prosecutor.
Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Let's present this while we're here.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
I only got it yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
When I remember.
Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors.
Oh, Bruce Goodman.
So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer over a case he handled 2 years ago. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. Lana's confessing as much. Alright. What else can we give him?
Can we talk to him about the bloody... or have we already?
Oh, we only got the 3 questions, so I think we need to present something else.
Yeah, present that.
Okay, good. He didn't know anything about the Blue Badger, thank God. Found the Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with the Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Ooh, Edgeworth's troubles, there we go.
Troubles, yeah.
He's in a tough spot again. Again? Yeah. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know? Thank you. Why handling the case, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh my god.
We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West L.A. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Okay, well...
But before we do that, I want to take a closer look at this. What has been crossed out here? Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing.
Yeah.
I should rethink my career as an investigator. Alright, so I can click and drag, thank God. Alright, so let's move back to the underground parking lot.
Yep.
Looks like the investigation is still going. Oh, still here?
Yeah, we literally
hello.
just got back to this half an hour.
Why the surprised looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? So apparently she has two boyfriends.
Yeah. Hey, what's wrong, baby? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall. A strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene.
Why does he keep pulling out a knife to shame himself?
It's a very Western thing to do. So let's give him this first. Oop, wrong button.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just pull this out and read it close to my face.
Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters. What? I warn you, fan letters go to me,
go straight in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation.
Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries. This proves it's Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, who's it calling? Welcome to our gold strike. Be like settlers strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. What?
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I'd say I won't be needing this anymore.
Yeah. Letter of
invitation. Introvation. Crumpled and discarded. Alright. So we can ask him questions, too.
Oh, don't make me speak. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, ain't you a feisty dog, you know? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr.
One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report.
Death due to loss of blood, one knife wound.
An hour and a half before PM. That's such a weird way of writing it.
It is. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambino. Chief Prospector Sky Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
I'd never noticed that says Chief Prospector. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Nothing
no,
in
he
common?
said Prospector for every time prosecuting.
I did not
They
know that.
apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't particularly gifted detective. And that's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot?
So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
You good? Need a second?
Yeah. Did you not hear me say? Or
No,
it's
it
like
faded out there.
Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective?
You calling me out and they shoot you for that in Texas.
No, they don't. Huh?
I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino?
So why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out.
Is that accurate? Because who do we know that has plenty of time right now? We were just talking to him.
No, but like I said before, they sent everyone out.
Yeah.
It's only the high people in that thing, right?
Right.
And I said, that's weird, because they'd have a huge shortage of people if they did that.
Yeah. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cowdog who can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Edgeworth.
That cowdog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he doesn't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Alright, well, let's slide over and take a look at this crime scene.
Back. Yeah, show me that. Oh, it's a camera. Not a Walkman.
I think it's a phone. It's a flip phone, yeah. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
Check it out.
Of course. Let's check it out. I'm not doing this.
H and B.
Oop. Boop.
God, it's so, early 2000s.
Yeah. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial. Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
Oh, wow.
Whatever, let's check this phone out.
You don't see retail buttons on phones anymore.
Now, let's see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Digital keypad.
Hey, that song, I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Yeah, oh, sorry.
I see your partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's.
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, last call made right when the murder occurred?
Yep.
Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds. According to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that, Texas partner.
No, they don't. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman.
Wait, so was she trying to ring Wright? Is that what that was?
So, no, literally he's basically saying, just as we pushed the redial button, someone called my phone. But it wasn't the phone that we found.
So can we press redial and find out what happens?
I don't think so. Let's see here.
It seems pretty dumb.
You're not wrong. Maybe Phoenix knows. Maybe he knows more than we do.
Yeah.
This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Yeah. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it.
Goodman, 675, 12-2.
Let's see, 67S 12-2.
Oh, 7S.
There's a name printed on the paper above that, Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. I think that's everything.
Oh, well.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Bambina.
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gone to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blown through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill wind? Someone's up to something here, but who?
Officer Evans. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, till he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors that we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Oh. Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky.
So, he's saying that all the rumors about Edgeworth being more or less corrupt are coming from Sky. What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals.
What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? Hey, I'm sorry.
I guess Phoenix was one step.
Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here.
I have no idea what's going on.
This one is the twistiest so far. Alright, next time on Character Select, we will go to the first day of the courtroom. It's going to be great. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and space. God, we started playing this game back in June. Jesus Christ. Yeah, June.
We're going to be finishing this
June.
in
November. Well, maybe December. It depends on how long this takes.